Fantastic. Hello there, Master Hellish here, and welcome back to my RollerCoaster Tycoon World Let's Play. Now, last time we were looking at something, where was it? It was over in the... that was it. It was over in the Wild West zone. We was going to be finishing this roller coaster, although that is on hold for today because I think it was last week or early the week before there was a new update. We are now, what is this, update 9? We're in update 9 already of this game, but there's been a few improvements and new content. Now, the first up is a new roller coaster, but we're going to look at that after we've gone through this list, so we'll come back to that one. We can now do coloured queues, and what I've done is I had a little play around with this, and now we've got a little red queue here, a little reddish crimsony queue going into the ghost house. You can colour your queues. I think that's good. All the new features which allow customisations like that are always welcome. So let's go to one of these queues and see if we can add a bit of colour to maybe this one. I don't know whether you can or not. Let's give it a try. So we want to be in queues and colours. We have to select the queue. Oh, we can do different sections of the queue. Let's do the whole queue. There we go. Did that do it? That looks like it did it. Now, instead of this kind of greyish look, can we make it more blue? Blue railings? Ah, yes. Yes, I want bright pink railings, please. I think it'll offset against the pinkish. Now, let's go a little bit purple. A pinkish purple. There we go. What's this? Paths. Oh, you can do the paths as well. So that's the rails. Let's switch to paths now. So the railings, that looks really cool. I think it matches those plants really well. And let's just change the colour of the corners like that. Let's see how that goes. So, oh, right, okay. So those get bits kind of, you still get your texture, but you get an overlying colour. Okay, so let's make the corners white, or is that transparency? Let's try with a nice dark purpley colour, or a green. No, not a green. A nice baby blue. A nice baby blue. Let's make it slightly lighter. Okay, so you can see that I put a slightly lighter colour on this corners. I'm not sure if I like it. I love the railings. I think the railings are absolutely fantastic. It really matches the plants and stuff well. But yes, you can play around with the queues and make different coloured queues now. Also, there's a new user-generated content landing page. I'm not 100% sure what they mean by that, but I think it might be within the social hub and this UGC page here. There's lots of different things in here. We're probably going to have a closer look at this. In fact, we'll have an episode looking at all the user-generated content, trying them out and seeing how it all works and seeing maybe if we can do something. And they're the new things that have been added to the game, a brand new content. So that's pretty cool. I'm quite happy that there's new features been added. We'll look at that coaster soon. But let's just quickly whip through the list of improvements. The graphics for the seating and standard, dive, wing and floorless coasters have all been improved. There's been a user interface update to all the groups in the tab info panels. There's been blueprint button on the info panels. There's a new total cost on the info panel. We're not going to look at all of these because there's just so many to go through. Added a mouse icon when hovering over buildings. Well, it doesn't seem to be happening with that ride. What about a shop? Doesn't seem to be happening with the shop. What about utility buildings? Not sure what that's all about. But then there's been performance updates with some of the rides, with some of the staff patrols, with trees. Apparently trees are now better. I'm still bouncing a nice frame rate between the high 30s and low 40s for the most part. I love the sunrise and sunsets in this game now. It's really looking good, especially in the dappled waters, which you can get quite close to. And it does look absolutely amazing until the game realises that it's daytime and takes all your stuff away from you. There's been improvements to staff. You can now assign them to a patrol areas by dropping them into a patrol area. So we can do a patrol area for this is an entertainer. So we can say, oh, we want you to entertain Let's have a patrol areas, new patrol. So I don't know how this works. Do I max limit reached? Oh, do I patrol between these two different points? Right, okay, new patrol. We don't want that patrol. Delete that patrol, it's terrible. Right. New patrol. We want you to patrol from over here to over here to over here and over here. And of course, we want you right in the middle there a few times as well. Interesting way of doing the patrol. Area 3. It's the sci-fi. I did that wrong, didn't I? That'll do. Zone. There we are. So we want employees to patrol that. Edit area. Right, now we need to put employees in it. Employees. Pick up. Drop in. Ah, look, you can drop them into the patrol zone now. Brilliant. Still need to get some more employees. It says waiting for assignment. They're all on free roam. So for entertainers, it seems that they literally, I think they just go in one spot. I don't think they actually go between these spots. I'm not sure. We'll find out in a minute. Where's the heat map? Heat map. Can we have a heat map, please? What's this? Social hub, options, finances, heat maps. Staff operations. So there you are. We can see the staff now. Looks like they are moving between those particular areas. Let's just look at entertainers only. And you can see they're all going backwards and forwards between those different points. Yeah, the heat maps are looking good. Also, I love this game in black and white. We might have to do some black and white photos. I know it's a very kind of negative black and white, but oh well. And what else? What was it? Heat maps on the staff. Yep. Terrain automatically flattens when building on steep slopes. We might have a look at that at some point. It also says that small scenery objects rotate according to terrain slope. That'll be interesting as well. Also, apparently the animation for falling peeps has improved. So if I pick up this guy here and see, I mean, I don't know how high I can drop him from. I wouldn't want to drop him from too high up because he might fall over. Let's try it. Okay, he fell pretty fast. Wee bang! Yeah, I'm not sure how much of an improvement that is, but there's certainly... Did that guy die? What's that? Or it's just rubbish. I thought I killed him. I think that guy's now his head's hurting. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have thrown that guy about. But that is the list of new content and improvements. And there's been a load of bug fixes too, but we're not going to go through them. Now, the roller coaster. I think it's time our tropical zone got a new roller coaster, and it seems appropriate that we put in the new looping coaster. Now, there are some pre-built ones, so let's take a look at some of them. So there we go. Right, okay. So obviously it's got some loops in it. Suppose that lives up to its name. It's only got what appears to be 2 loops. So only 2 loops in it. Yeah, only 2. And then there's this one. Now it loops in just. It's not looper loops. It's also going in other directions. I kind of like that one. It's got the sideways looping and stuff. We've got this one here. It's quite small. Not very costly. Shall we put one of these pre-made ones in? No, I think we're going to build our own, aren't we? Yeah. Oh, I like that one. That one is tight and loopy. Okay, we're going to try and make something like this. Yeah, we're going to try and make something like that. But we're going to make our own custom coaster. So, where should we have the entrance? Let's have the entrance kind of like over here. We need to spin it round. There we go. Let's put it like that. There, that'll do. Right. What's this do? Autocomplete. No, we don't want to autocomplete this time. Mechanisms. We've got all the standard mechanisms. Cool. We can do our train colours. We can test it, which would be stupid to do at the minute because it would just fall off, wouldn't it? Yeah, it just falls out the edge of the station. I just opened it by accident. We don't want to do that. Stop, 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 stop. Right, thank you. Right, let's continue with the track. Come on. Disappear. Thank you. Right, now, I'm thinking we use boosters to get it going. I'm loving the boosters at the minute. And we do a big, long boosting sweep to about there. Brilliant. Now, what makes this coaster unique? That's the speciality pieces. Brilliant. Let's put a corkscrew in. Oh my goodness, look at that. Oh, I love that. I love that. Right, okay, we're having that build. Right, now we're back in. We're not in freeform mode. We're in turning mode. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to freeform myself back through if I can. God, this is going to be difficult. We can't go too fast with this. So let's lower it a little bit. There we go. And let's turn it round just a little bit. There we go. Now, can I get under this corkscrew through this hole? I can go through here, but then can I get it to go over here? Now, looking at this, we're going to need some height. So let's go freeform mode 1, bring it up a touch. And we're going to need some bend in it. So freeform mode 3. Let's see, it's saying that you're going to intersect there. It does look like it's possibly too curved. And it is saying that the carriage is going to hit stuff. Yeah. Okay, well in that case, we get this one over here and we're going to bring it down a bit. Okay, so we're going to get it nice and low to the ground. So freeform mode 1, nice and low. Don't think we can get it any lower than that. 7 foot off the ground. Brilliant. That hasn't got much of a sweep on it, or has it? Let's put a little bit more of a sweep on it. There. So now let's try this. Okay, so we're going to push it out by freeform mode 3. There we go. We're going to now it's going to have to go down and then up, isn't it, to get round here? Ah, I didn't think about that. So let's put it back. Right, and then bring it up and also give it a slope, a slant. There we go. And see how high we can go without, like, there's an interaction. So we're going to come one notch down and put it there, and then we're going to come to about here. Yeah, about here. Now that's a nice big sweep, but it's facing the wrong way. So freeform mode 3, and we're going to try and bend it this way. Now we've got too much of a flick on there, so freeform mode 4, and we're going to come down a little bit with mode 1. Apparently that's okay. Let's put some bend on it with mode 2. Oh, look at that. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Let's push this bend out with mode 3. Like this. What's happening here? Is this like a very big kink almost? Now we need to be careful about this. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Look at that. Brilliant. Now we do need those boosters. So this section of track here, we're going to put the booster tracks on. I think they need to be quite gentle though, because we don't want to be going too quick down this twisty one. Should we give it a test? Well, if we're going to give it a test, we should at least... Oops. I didn't mean to do that. Hang on. Freeform mode 3. There. I'm just going to get this node here and just smooth it out a little bit. Is it 4? There we go. Brilliant. There we go. Yeah, I like that. That's a lot better. So we're just going to put one last bit in here. We're going to put freeform mode 4 and do kind of like this. Come up a little bit. We're just going to chuck the coaster up in the air at the end of our test. So let's see how it goes for now. So here we go. The coaster's coming out It's getting its accelerating boost. It's not going crazy, but it's going quite fast at this point, I think. It's got a twisting corkscrew, and then it comes back round and through the corkscrew, and then... Wow! What a chuck! Oh, it actually landed on its own track. Now, looking at this, the speed is in the mid to high yellows. 59, 60 mile an hour. Yeah, that's kind of good. Intensity, not too bad. There are some pretty high G-forces, though, through that corkscrew. But only for short periods. Nausea doesn't seem too bad either. Excitement actually looks quite good in parts. So that's nice as well. Right, let's put a few more twists and turns. I'm going to try and keep it very tight. So this last node here, don't want that. There we go. Let's see about putting in one of these speciality pieces. So we did the corkscrew left, there's a corkscrew right. There is a dive loop, which I don't want at the minute. A dive loop small right. We've got large dive loops. Yep. A hammerhead. Oh yeah, we'll have one of them in a bit. In fact, let's have a dive loop now. Now that doesn't fit because looks like it goes into the ground. So before the dive loop, we do actually need to go up. So let's put ourselves in a climb to here. Yeah, that works. Now let's try and put there. Now we can put our dive loop in. Brilliant. Now after our dive loop, can we put a hammerhead? Have we got any more bits after the hammerhead? We've got a hammerhead, small left, right, large left, right, a heart line, and more loops left and right. Yep. Just small loops, just standard loopy loops. Yeah, I like that. Hammerhead turns. Let's do a... Oh, that's a twisted hammerhead. Small left. Oh, I like that. I like the way it goes up and out over the main path. I don't know if we're going to have enough momentum to get up there nice and quickly, but let's build it and see what happens. So, of course, we're going to go mode 3, mode 4. Then we're going to toss our coaster up into the air at the end of our test. If it's going to fail, we may as well fail it spectacularly. Right, so out come the boosts. We can always put more boosts in. Doing fine around that back end there. Probably wants to be banked a little bit. It's going to slow down coming round here and then speed up on the drop. Yep, maybe there's a short section here where we should put... See, look, it's slowing down way too much. Way too much. So this section here, let's put some boosters in. Let's leave them at 5 and see how it goes. So for this one, we're going to test it, and we're going to test it on board. Here we go. So we accelerate quite a lot. Oh, that's a big turn. Oh, that is a real big turn. This back bit here probably needs, yeah, it needs banking on it. Nice bit of banking there. Twists up, down. Big sweep round. Still going quite fast there, but this is where we give ourselves a little bit of an extra kick to get up and round the hammerhead. Oh, not enough though. Not enough. Right. And the boosters actually slow it down, and yeah, they're stuck there permanently now. They are stuck there permanently. These boosters, that we need a bigger force. Let's give it a 7 and do a quick test. Okay, we're just going to speed up the game. Okay, so here's where it gives it a massive kick in the boost. Slows down on the hammerhead. Doesn't quite make it still. Okay, this section up here, let's put a bit of booster there. Let's give it 5 boost, and we'll turn this one down to 5, otherwise we're probably going to end up going way too quick. Right. This has got to be it this time. It's got to be. Right, here we go. Through the turn, through the boosted section, which is now a lot longer. Oh yeah. Right, and of course. Wow. That is some height. Is it going to land back on the track? No, it missed the track. Okay, brilliant. The excitement rating for that corner is really cool, and that one, I think the lateral forces are going to make them say that this is a very extreme ride, but we could slow it down and make it less extreme, but I would say that's less exciting. Right, I'm going to do a little bit more, make a little bit more of it, and we'll see how it goes. Okay, so I've been doing a bit more building, and you can see that we've got this massive loop here, where we went straight up, and I flicked the carriages straight into the air. I decided to keep that straight up and go back down again. It went back down, and then started looping round on itself. It comes through to another big hammerhead here, back round, and into a humongous big looping flick. We're going to need some more boosters, I think, to get over that. Once it gets down over that, it loops round and through a couple of things from previously and back to the station. Now let's give this a test and see how well, I'm going to see how well I can follow this. But it comes out the station, down our corkscrew, returns back round and heads back through, weaving through the corkscrew. Then we come through our first return loop, round and over. Now the slow section here now means that we need a bit of a boost, so this gets a big boost coming around this hammerhead and back down. Now this bit I think has only just got enough power to... Oh my goodness, it failed. Well, at 82 mile an hour it didn't like this bend, and I can see exactly why. I think what we need is probably some brakes or something. I need to fix that. Okay, those brakes worked, and it gets over the loop. It dives down and fails down here. That is definitely way too tight to turn around. Okay, so it failed at this point last time. A bigger sweep, I just made it wider, and it didn't fail anymore. So a big long sweep round the back straight, a twist and a corkscrew up into a hammerhead. Are we going to make it up here? No, we're not. We're going to need a little bit of a boost here. We're going to need a little bit of boost in track. We're going to just boost at 5. Yeah, we're going to boost at 5. Right. Let's test that again. Okay, so it's coming round and it's about to go and do this last bit again. We've now got boosts in here, so it gets faster as it rips around the hammerhead. Down to what we're going to next. Oh, the big climb. Hello? Wow. I think that actually landed outside of the park in the trees. Yeah, this turn here. Way too steep. Need to fix that. Okay, so here we go. That corner is now fine. And it had enough power to get all the way to the top. I'm quite surprised about that. We're going to probably need some brakes on this return though, because it's going so quick round this last loop. It's just going to fly into the station. Yeah, and straight out the other side. We need some brakes here. Okay. Okay, and the brakes now make it slow down enough? Damn, not slow enough. Okay, will the extra brakes allow it to slow down in time to get into the station? Yeah, there we go. Brilliant. We've actually passed. Yay! Right, okay, so let's see. What's the best angle to really have a good look at this? I think this is probably one of the best angles to look at it is from above here. It is quite crazy though. I think we'll finish off the episode by actually having one go on it. So let's do a test. There we go. Look at that. Lots of really bad lateral forces. Intensity is 24. Ultra extreme, ultra nauseating. I'm thinking maybe I need to reduce some of the boosters. But for now, let's test it one final time and get on board for the ride of our lives. Okay, so this bit is too fast. Okay, everything becomes a blur. It's way too harsh on the twisting. We need to fix that. So we need to slow it down. Less power on the boosters for the beginning. This bit here just about to creep round, so we might need some extra boosters to help us round that bit. But this bit, I think, this bit's okay, is it? Yeah, that bit's alright with the brakes here. Yeah, nice view of the park. Really good looping round here. This bit's probably a bit quick, to be honest. A lot of upside down stuff through a bush. Yeah, these boosters here were necessary to get around this corner, but it leaves us going way too fast. Wait, oh, a little bit of a hump there as we go around the big overarch. Now this is the massive drop down where the speed just increases so much, and we're probably going to need brakes on the way down. Yeah. God, right, okay. The whole thing is just a little bit too quick. But I think with some tweaking, I like the actual layout. The layout is something that I am quite pleased with. It loops and moves in a way that I'm happy with. Just trying to get the camera in a good position. There we go. So what I'm going to do is probably add a few extra brakes, reduce some of the boosters, add little bits of boosters to get a nice balanced smooth speed throughout most of the ride, probably between now and next time, and see how much I can do. But that's going to be all for now. Thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed the episode, please give it a like, and if you want to follow this series and perhaps many of my other series that I do, including OpenTTD, Kerbal Space Program and Planet Coaster, then please consider subscribing if you haven't done so already. You can also check out masterhellish.net, which has all my Hellish info, and of course I'm on social media and so forth as well, where you can find out not only about what I'm up to, but also when I'm going to be doing game giveaways in my videos as well. Well, thanks for watching. Any thoughts, ideas and questions, as always, down in the comment section below, and I will see you next time. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.